G'day, Spice Legends. Welcome to Burnin Bites Down Under, the hottest show down under. We are joined here. We are interviewing tonight Edda The Ice-Lady, the old lady from Germany with Chilli. She's going to take on a very special German fire trial. She's got a few Aussie chili products there herself as well. Some you might know, some you might not know as well. But obviously halfway around the world. That's why we're so late here at the moment than usual. 9:30 p.m. here in Sydney, 8:30 p.m. in Queensland, and then we are 12:30 in midday in Germany right now. So we're going to cross over to Germany right now and introduce Edda The Ice-Lady. So get in there. Hey, Edda, how are you doing there, mate?
Hi, I'm
How you
good,
doing, mate?
thank you.
That's the way.
Yeah,
So it's daytime there. It's nighttime here. What's the weather like there, mate?
yeah, it's sunny today, but it's very windy and it's about 10 degrees outside, so it's not really the best weather to
10
have.
degrees.
I don't
It was
like
like,
winter. It's
you don't like winter?
no, no,
That's just a
I'm
strange
really
thing. It's a strange thing to hear from the ice lady. You don't like winter, but fair enough.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, good.
the ice lady is not about snow, it's more like yeah, I don't
Not
know.
about
We
fire.
came up with it because of the icy blue hair and the cool attitude actually. Icy being like that was more not really like I love winter.
Well, that's right. Like, so look to anyone that doesn't know who you are and the Edda the Ice Lady, sort of explain to everyone who you are and what you do, so that our fans that aren't already recognised or don't actually know you yet, tell them a little bit about what you do, and so how everyone knows you as well. Yeah.
Hmm. So I'm Edda and yeah, I'm a reviewer, a blogger, and I'm doing challenges and all kind of reviews. I like a lot. Really, I love spicy food. And actually, I started about a year ago, or better said, last summer, with a festival which I attended, and I wanted just to see how far I could get in one of those contests, and then I won, and somehow it started itself. So, and actually, I love it. I love what I do, and
Yeah,
I'm really
nice.
happy. Yeah, I'm really happy I got into this. There's worse stuff one can do as a hobby. It's really great.
That's right. And like, so I think obviously the reason why I've got you on the show as well is you've gotten quite notorious. You've got quite a fan following. You're famous on YouTube. You've got your own Facebook page. You're known the
Yeah.
world throughout. You're absolutely loved and adored as well. You've got your own huge fan base. Even your own style. Like that's what I love about your style. Is so many like Western American, Australian kind of dudes and women are all about the fire and the fiery look, and you're just like cool as ice, baby, cool as ice. And I love it. It's like that real polar opposite kind of identity, which is brilliant because it makes sense in Chile as well.
Yeah, it was attitude actually, and it's of course it's easy to put it like a hot lady or something like that, but I don't like this stereotype connected to it. So I think it's misleading. Everybody would feel invited to make, I don't know, cheeky comments or stuff like that, and it's not how I see myself, and I don't want to be seen like that too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
100%. And it's like, yeah, with a lot of different identities, you might get a bit misconstrued in what the whole point of the identity is or
yeah,
whatever. And you've
yeah,
just gone, no, I'm going to do my own thing, which is
yeah.
really cool. I like that too.
Thank you.
Awesome, mate. And so, obviously, I can't just sort of reach through the screen and hand you some products. You've got a few products of your own tonight. So you've got your own thigh trial that you've constructed there. Some of them are German products. You've actually told me you've got a few Aussie products there as well, matey. So what do you got in your spicy hands there?
Yeah, we have different stuff. So I have chocolate. I
Ooh.
have some of the reapers I did yesterday. So the Rummy
Yep.
Bear reapers. I have a proudest hot sauce.
Yep.
It's blending, right? I
Yep.
have a very nice. This is crocodile jam from an American friend.
Ooh.
Um, this is the Berlin Festival. A limited sauce from last weekend. I'm sorry,
Nice.
it's
Nice.
not visible. I will talk about that.
Yeah.
I have some stuff from a friend in Belgium. This is actually chili advocat. It's liqueur with chili.
Right.
I have jerky, Fuzzy's
Yum.
jerky, of
Fuzzy's
course, the
jerky
only
is the
ones.
bomb. So good.
Yeah. I have a self-made from yesterday pickled chili, so like cowboy candies, but they are mixed. It's not only jalapenos.
Nice.
And I have a huge box of candies and confectionery from Hellfire hot sauces.
Oh,
So
Hellfire hot sauces from Bundaberg.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
old
yeah,
Dion Forbes there in Australia as well.
yeah,
That's the way, mate.
yeah. I'm so
Nice.
happy he sent me those treats. I'm really curious to try. I didn't open any of them, so
Wow.
I have 12.
Yeah. So sounds like
Unfortunately,
you got the
hmm,
hook up from down under, mate. You got the hook up
yeah,
from
yeah,
Australia. You're like, yep,
yeah,
Australia represent.
yeah.
Awesome,
I
mate.
have actually some more Australian products, and I plan to do some kind of Australian themed weeks with my reviews soon. So I'm
Nice, mate.
starting like maybe end of October, again with the regular reviews, and I plan to make some changes on the channel too, and going with one language only. So I will speak English and then have German undertitles
Smart.
because
Very
it's
good.
yeah, it's difficult with having it. It's kind of chopped, right? If
Yeah.
you listen to one language and then you have to wait and it's suspense and it's not so fluent. So and
I
maybe
think
they get too long too.
I really feel for my our viewers from other countries because with live streams like this, I'm not sure who's watching right now, and just tell us in the comments, guys, if that's the case. But they try to do subtitles, and
Hmm.
the problem with an Australian accent is we've got such a thick accent that it doesn't come out right. And so I'm like, what did that say? It's something about the penis and wood, and we're like, what's going on with the bark? What? People are like,
Yeah.
that's not right. That's not right. He didn't say that.
Yeah, okay. So the automatic created ones on YouTube, they don't ever get me. Not German and English neither. So that's really, but it's really to laugh about. So that you
That's
can have
right.
a good laugh. If you're
Yeah.
down and depressed, then just go ahead and watch some of my reviews and then put some subtitles, automatic subtitles.
Yeah.
You will be laughing
Laughing
in
at
just
stitches.
yeah.
Good one. All right, Anna. Well, look, let's jump into our first question and your first product. So, what's the first one you're going to try there, mate?
Um, yes, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe a chili syrup?
Well, I'll just say to you, probably a little bit of advice. Let's go. You go with the mildest thing first, and work your way up because it might
I
make it a
don't
bit
have
easier for you.
really mild one. So all of them are spicy. But it's already my
And
milder
I was
selection.
waiting. I was waiting for you to say that. You're like, what is mild?
These are
Fair
some
enough.
milder ones. Okay, then let's start with this one. This is really the
Daddy
mildest
Cools.
I have. Yeah, Daddy
Nice.
Cool's out from UK. I love this stuff and I have it quite a while. I didn't open it yet, but I will do today. I reviewed it, I think, or I was going to. I'm always like if I have one of them only, then I'm kind of not wanting to open them. But this is
It's
great
funny.
stuff.
It's funny. You just telling me before in the background of the studio about the bears. Yeah, you just did some bears last night, and Frank Gesink has gone eat a bear. And I'm like, you already
Yeah,
did.
I will eat a bear too, but not as the intro. So
No,
this
there's the
one
intro.
it's
Fair enough.
South
Okay,
Carolina mustard barbecue,
awesome.
barbecue mustard, and it's a really nice sauce. It's really thick. Let's see. Hopefully it comes out. And the flavor of this one is really amazing. It's kind of like a mix of a barbecue sauce and um, really a mustard.
No, awesome. All right. Well,
Mm.
we'll jump on that
And
one.
it's rather mild, but it has really a nice taste of honey, a little bit of a little bit of smoky flavors, sweetness, sourness, mustard, just perfect. It's so round. It goes really on everything.
Nice.
Everything you
And
would eat
uh,
mustard with.
I'll just quickly apologise to the viewers at the moment. Is I normally do my own fire trial. I'm going to usually do it with you, but Chili Philly was a bit silly and just had a bit of a chunder down under about 10 minutes before we started filming. So I don't think Chili's going to agree with me very much right now. So I do apologise, guys. So unfortunately, Edda's going to do her chili products on her own. So look, the first question, you just had that one there. I wanted to ask you, what was your first chili experience there, Edda? What was the very first chili experience or chili pod or product that you ever had in your life?
I don't know exactly. I can't name one specifically, but it was actually common that we had like pepperonis for soups or stuff like that, and just also
Pepperoni?
cut them in rings. Yes. And this typical like Thai chilies or something like that, and they were just cut in rings and added to a soup or something like that. I think that's what I remember as the first one. Neither Romania, where I'm born, nor Germany are really somewhere ahead with chili eating, so it's not a part of the cuisine really. So that's why it's difficult. But I remember well that always when I went out and there was food labeled as very spicy or really hot or extremely hot or something like that, I just had them and I thought, oh God, this is so boring. This is just not,
You're like, that's not hot. What are you talking
that's
about,
not
mate?
hot at all. Yes.
Good one.
Um,
Awesome, mate. And so,
yeah.
what's the first chili thing you remember eating then, if that makes sense?
Like really a hot one.
What is the first? Yeah, well, the first chili thing that you remember eating.
Yeah, I remember eating like as an adult that I got in one year I got some habaneros in a supermarket and I was really
Mm.
like over the moon. And then I thought, oh, I might cook some chili with this once. And then I did. And it was disappointing because I had another one chopped just above, just on my plate and my dish. And I ate it, and then it was just right. This is so the first time I remember getting some and having really like more than a little bit.
Yeah, because you're like,
Um,
oh, finally something hot the way I wanted to be hot.
yeah, it was at least it was hotter than everything I had before, and
Awesome.
I liked it a lot. It doesn't bother me,
Yeah,
not
you seem to
easily.
love the heat. You're a bit of you chase the heat too, mate, don't you?
Yeah, I
That's
do.
right. All right, mate. Well, let's go to another obvious question. But what's the next product you're going to chuck it there in your mouth?
How about this one? A chili liqueur?
Chili liqueur. Ooh.
Yeah.
Show us where it's a bit right
Sorry,
there.
it doesn't.
Oh, there we
It's
go. Avocado.
advocat.
Chili
Mm-hmm.
avocado. What kind of flavor
Yeah.
is it, mate?
This is just pepper and hot sauces, and this advocat is actually with egg yolk. It's a typical Dutch product. This comes out from Belgium now.
Right. Okay.
And it's sent to me by a friend from Belgium, from Jim
So,
Ties.
so just for everyone that's a bit curious, whereabouts are you at the moment in Germany, mate?
I'm in northern Germany, in Bremen,
In Bremen.
city of Bremen. Yeah, this is the
Okay.
town which maybe you know them, the Bremen town musicians, which are a gang of it's a donkey, a dog, a cat, and a cock, and they were like kind of they needed to leave their homes because they were bad treated bad, and then they gathered in the woods in the house, and then some burglars came in and they started to sing, so to say, and this noise they made scared them off, and somehow they yeah,
All right.
that's it
Awesome. All right.
basically.
Well, I'll let you get some of that stuff in your mouth at the moment, mate. Now, the question I wanted to ask you while you're putting that in your mouth is it's a pretty obvious one. We've just sort of touched a bit on it before, but I want you to maybe elaborate on it if you will. But the name, so obviously Edda the Ice-Lady, how did you sort of arrive to that name? Because obviously with what you were saying before, you wanted to sort of diverge or move away from the hot chili woman kind of role, because you said you're worried about people perceiving it as like a naughty thing, like, oh, she's a naughty hot woman, kind of. And I'm like, okay, fair enough, So how did you arrive at Edda the Ice-Lady? So we'll let you eat that one first, and then you give us an answer. Yeah, I know that story. Somehow the cock seems out of place always. Says Frank guessing. How's that? Is it good flavor,
And this
mate?
stuff is good. I'm having another spoon. This is so
Another spoon.
good.
Awesome. Well, there you go. That's a good. There's a bit of
Mm.
a promo there.
I love it, Jim. Mm.
Well, I don't have a cock next to me, but I do have a magpie. So Maggie, yeah.
Yeah, so I
Other
don't
bit,
know. It made sense. It just made sense to name it different, to name myself different, and it was just a logical. Yeah, I don't know. It just happened. I don't know
and
exactly. So I think Dragos came up with it, and I liked it instantly because it just fits. It's about, yeah, I don't know, just about attitude, being
yeah,
calm, collected, and doing it. And it's also somehow it's more respectful. So hot lady, or I don't know, stuff like that. It's just so obvious and it's
it's easy to
misleading
get.
often. Yeah.
It's easy to get a bit confused there. So you didn't want anyone to misconstrue the word there. Yeah, somebody's like, bro, the magpie. Where did that come from? It came from my magpie stash. Magpie season.
Yeah, you
Um,
guys love magpies, right?
well, no, we don't. We reckon they're
No.
evil bastards because they swoop down like, oh, fuck off, no.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
no, but I do actually want a little side note on that. What came first? I'm just curious. Did Edda the Ice-Lady come first, or did that Disney film Frozen come first? Whose name came first before that?
Um, no, Ice Lady happened later. So after I went to this UK festival where I met Shayna, I
I
was
met
so
Shannon.
over
Yeah,
the
nice.
moon. Yeah, yeah, we should talk about that later. So, but this came actually after my second festival. So, they made League of Fire made me a card, and it said die scharfe Dame, what's somehow the spicy or the hot lady.
Right.
And that was exactly when I thought, okay, I like it actually. I like to have this card, but I don't like what's written on it. So that was a little difficult. So and then
Mm.
later, at that point, I haven't even decided I want to go further with the chili head career or something. So it was a
Yeah,
one type of thing. And I
yeah.
thought, okay, I leave it. But later on, of course, it made sense to change it.
That's right. And so David Giard just sort of commented that he said Edda or Elsa from Frozen. All right, Edda. Well,
Yeah,
look, let's. Yeah.
that's a
Sorry.
nickname. That's a nickname some guys, some friends gave me.
Elsa the Ice Lady.
Yeah.
Nice. You go, do you want to build a snowman? Okay, bye.
Was more about let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just jump on the next question, the next chili product. So, what's the next one you got there, mate?
Say that again, please.
What's the next chili product you got there?
The next chili product.
So, Spice
I
Legends,
think I go.
had a bit of conversation with Edda. I'm well aware that I speak very fast, and I've just told Edda, I was like, Edda, please tell me if you don't understand what I'm saying, because people that normally speak English every day don't understand me anyway. So I'm just like, just tell me any stage, just to repeat, mate. So what do we got there, Edda? Ooh.
This is a gem. I got it from a friend from the USA, so from Rich Theron, and he
Yep.
sent this to me, and it's a jam with oranges. I think it had mangoes. I don't remember exactly, but it has had a lot of chocolate pods in it. If I remember correct, it was chocolate butlers. And I'm not so
Yeah.
much a fan of chocolate pods, but this stuff is really delicious. It's so sweet, but it's also thick, and it just makes sense. The combination is great.
Nice. All right.
Um,
All right. Well, I'll let you get some of that into your gob for you. What's it? Yeah, man. David Yard's
yeah,
commented said, "Yeah, man. I feel like you
yeah,
could keep up
man.
with Eminem and Rap God."
Had, it had pineapple.
And then, Andrew Skinner says hello from Western Australia. So look at the question I want to ask you next was, look, what do you think got you into chili? Because there's obviously so many different stories about chili. I've heard people where their parents used chili as a punishment to stop them touching certain things and whatever. Where was the crossroad where you got into chili where it became part of an obsession? It became part of a thing that you just always wanted to chase. Like what do you feel got you into it? Like was there like a crossroad or a certain moment in your life where you just gone, I have to have this in my life and it has to be nearly every day? Like
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah. This is a funny story. Actually, I was on Facebook in some gardening groups, and that's where I met Bob Price. So unfortunately, he passed. So
Yeah,
he's
my
not there
condolences, Bob.
anymore. Yeah. But I met him in a gardening group and we connected because lots of British people like Germany a lot and they have like connections to the Royal Air Force and stuff like that because they were stationed here and so on. So we came into chat and soon it turned out he was growing chilies. And so we talked about that and I was already into spicy food, but there were nothing available really. And I managed to convince him to send me. I actually I wanted seeds, but I managed to convince me to send me a harvest box. So it was a mixed box with chilies from mild to wild, and that's
I
where
love that. I
I
love that
had.
expression. Everyone seems to know that expression, from mild to wild.
Yeah, it was really from mild to wild because it was chocolate butlas between them, and of course reapers. And then I thought, I might eat a reaper on camera just to see because I've seen, of course, a lot of people doing that, and everyone was like crying and had snots, and they were really, I don't know, just off and suffering a lot. And I thought, okay, I may record it and then just see if I'm gonna use it or not. When I did, and I sat down with my son, he wanted to try one as well. So we sat down, and then I reviewed this Reaper, and actually I was surprised because I expected it to make me feel really, really bad, to mess me up completely. But it turned out it wasn't that difficult for me. So of course it was hard, and I had drools, and I didn't get hiccups or something. It got me later off camera.
Yeah.
I got really bad cramps and vomited and so on. But
Wow. But it
that
sounds
was
like that really
actually,
solidified your name as well, Edda the Ice-Lady. If you're just like meh, very calm, on camera, then you walk off camera, I was like, but if you're on
yeah, this
camera,
was,
it obviously did really well.
yeah, it happened actually much later. So like half an hour later or something like that. I did it. That was a typical mistake all chili heads do once in their lifetime, not eating before chilies. So,
Oh, mate.
um, and yeah, anyway, so that was the first time. So I had really some super hot food. And it was actually the moment too when this idea was born. Okay, I might go and try myself and challenge myself and just see what would happen in a competition, just out of curiosity to see what I'm able to do. This was it. And it started everything. Just in
100%.
just like a kind of yeah, I don't know. It wasn't planned at all.
Was a plan, but it worked out in the end, which is pretty cool. That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes the things that you didn't
They come,
plan at all
yeah,
just sort of happen.
they just come by themselves.
Or as Disney would say, when dreams come true. All right, matey. What's the next product you got there for us that you're hiding? What? Got the sneeze. I sneeze? No, it's one of
Yeah,
those.
I had this ugly cold now for 2 weeks. It's almost gone now. So
Ugly
how
cold.
about
I like
one
that
of
expression.
those?
Ooh. Yeah. Gotta go gummy
I
bear.
have some. I have an open bag. I have some leftovers. Um,
So
so
how
I
many
did
of
this
these did you
challenge.
have last night? You did some last night, yeah.
Yeah, I did last night. 24. I did two
Whoa.
bags of them.
How do you still have a stomach after that?
Yeah, I had mild cramps. It was enough to wake me up twice.
I wouldn't say
I
that's
didn't
mild then.
puke, but yeah, I didn't have that many. So this ones, I love
Nice.
them.
Yeah.
They have
What
such a
what kind of
special flavor.
what kind of flavor? Just describe the flavor to everyone that hasn't tried them before.
So
other than hot.
these are really interesting. That the flavor of them is great because they are actually made with hot sauce. So it means they have that they taste like hot sauce, but also like kind of a fruity component in them. It's really difficult to describe. They are sweet and savory at the same time, not too sweet, pretty
Mm.
chewy, what makes them great for a challenge actually. And they
Yeah,
are really hot.
because you have to chew them, and like that's what
Mm-mm.
I learned. The lesson, like you're saying before, everyone has a challenge when you learn, and the one thing you learn when you do any sort of gummy bears, he's like, chew. Make sure you chew them because you don't want that whole bit going in your
Mm.
stomach because you cop it later. And you were
Yeah,
saying
and
you
this
had
are.
it's a few capsation cramps last night, didn't you?
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
usually I don't get any, so this was really surprising to me. I had
Well,
cramps only once before after challenge but it was a
yeah.
lot of chili stuff.
So it is possible to melt the ice lady.
Yeah, it is possible. I'm not at all inhuman, so that there's nothing. So I'm just having really a good mouth tolerance, and I think the only point what makes me different from others is that I don't panic.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
only point.
So that was some advice I got off Brianna Skinner. You probably heard of Brianna Skinner from Australia. She's
Yeah,
from Sydney. And she's gone, look, a Reaper is a Reaper. At the end of the day, once you hit a Reaper, it's not going to get much hotter than that. Um,
yeah,
but she said, don't panic. It's going to be over in 10 minutes. The more you
mm,
panic, the more you freak out, the worse it gets. And
yeah.
she's right. She's right. You panic, it gets a whole nother level.
Yeah, that's the whole trick, I think. So of course I feel it. It's hard to me too, and it may affect my stomach later too. So this depends. Actually, I don't have that great stomach tolerance. So
Yeah,
if I eat like for a contest, like a lot of pods or something like that, it might happen that
yeah.
I get them out later. So
Oh, fair enough.
I didn't yesterday, but I got mild cramps. So this was just it was a lot actually. 24 of these beers, and then with the whole the chewy stuff and to
Yeah.
digest them, and it woke me up twice. But it was mild cramps. It wasn't like
Well,
rolling on the floor or
David,
something like that.
David, David Giard just commented. He said, well, he goes, maybe just thaw a little bit. I don't know about melt. Nice. All right, mate. Well, the question I wanted to ask you, I should have delved back in that before. I wanted to ask you, look, what's your proudest chili moment? What do you think is the most in your chili career or your chili experience thus far? What's the thing you're most proudest of about so far? You think?
Oh, that's definitely the competition, my first competition, because I will never forget that. So it was really like so crazy shit. Really, it was so amazing. Yeah, I went there and I thought, okay, I'm just going and see what's going to happen. Then I sat there on the stage with nine other contestants, and we sat down and we ate chili after chili after chili, and one after the other tapped out. And I was sitting there and I was like always calm and collected. And after some point, at I don't know, around 5 or 6, everybody was freaking out in front of the stage. I could see them. There was really a huge crowd. It was a summer outdoor festival. And they started really like cheering. And this was so yeah, I don't know. I can't even find a word for it. It was so amazing to see. And then I was there in the last round because the other guy gave up, and it was actually when they handed me my trophy. It's there, it's behind me.
Wow, that's awesome. That's a good trophy.
Yeah, shall
Yeah,
I get it? Just a
yeah, yeah,
second.
yeah.
I
Show
bring
us
it
there on the trophy.
closer.
But that's a pretty cool. Like that's a good win there, where you push so hard, the other person just giving up. Oh man, East Midland champion, chili eating 2019. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that from Chili Bob?
Yes. Yeah, that's from Chili Bob. This was East Midlands Festival, and then I came down from the stage, and I thought, so this was I've never felt, I don't know how to say, the same really. Like it was crazy. And then I thought, okay, I get down from the stage, and then maybe 20 minutes, half an hour later, everybody will be calmed down, and then it's fine. But it wasn't like that. Everyone was so how to say, the whole weekend I couldn't go to the toilets because everyone was still cheering and congratulating me
So it's very
and
supportive.
wanting to hug me, and
Yeah,
people freaked out really, and this was so crazy.
that's cool.
And
Yeah,
really one of my best weekends ever. I'm so
yeah.
happy that I went there, and I will never forget this energy. If I think about it, and you can see it, I start like my face lights up. It's so awesome. This is one really of my best memories I have. It was some kind of a personal challenge, and I accomplished it. But everyone was too so additional. This all this cheers and all this, and that was actually when it started. I got so many Facebook friends, and the next day I met Shahina, and it was so
Wow.
crazy.
So tell me a
Yeah,
bit about Shahina. You said you wanted to delve in a bit more. Tell me a bit more about Shahina. So what happened when you met there? When you met Shahina?
yeah, it was the same
Well, well,
festival. So
well
she,
tell everyone first. If for the, people that don't know who Shahina is, tell everyone who Shahina is first. If they don't know already.
Shahina is the UK chili queen, and she is really a legend. She's my biggest idol. And I was a fan, of course, because I was into spicy food, and I was following, and I joined already a few groups, growing groups, and stuff like that. And I saw her actually, she got my attention through a post from Johnny Scoville,
Yep.
because I didn't know her very long before, but I knew already about her at this point. So I was just the random follower in Facebook and so on. And then I thought, okay, I went there to Chili Bob's, and Neil, the organizer, told me, okay, she's going to come Sunday. And then I thought, just really like every fan would be, I thought, oh my God, she's going to be there. And if I'm really lucky, I can say hi, or I can get a picture of her or something like that. That was my wildest dream come true.
Yeah.
And then she was there, and actually I didn't see that because I had my mobile on flight mode most of the time because of the
Yeah.
mobile data. They went so fast,
Yeah.
and we were just there enjoying ourselves. And there was a second chili eating competition on Sunday, and then I had a tent neighbor, so the from the tent next to us, one of the guys wanted to enter, and I thought, okay, I might go up to the stage and just calm him down, give him a last advice, hug him, wish him good luck. And then she was there, and she was like, "Oh, there she is. There's Edda." And I almost fainted
She's like, she
because
knows me.
yeah, yeah, that was so surreal. You can't imagine what a moment that was. And then she came just straight up to me and hugged me. And I saw later that she sent me a message already, and that she was hoping I was still there. And yeah,
Wow.
then she went up for the competition with the other guys, but she said, "Okay, stay here because I want to take pictures and I want to have a chat too." Um,
It's so cool.
yes, that was so incredible. That was so
And so
incredible. So,
So people
um,
say, yeah, like we just had one of our fans just said, Mike Thompson said, two champions, absolute legends, and they had said it's a really amazing story. But like Spice Legends, if you don't know who Shahina Wasim is, yeah, she is an absolute weapon. At one stage, I think was the recent thing she did, she ate 150 Carolina Reapers in 15 minutes, which is insane,
yes,
and that could
yeah.
kill normal people,
I
and she's
I
like,
don't
yeah.
see I don't see myself anywhere close to her really, and I will never ever go against her. She's really
Oh no, I
out
wasn't. I
worldly.
wouldn't. I wouldn't
So
compare. I wouldn't compare you to. But I'm just
no,
saying, like for people that don't know who she is, yeah, she is absolutely
yeah,
scary. She frightens most people. Going, what the
yeah.
hell? How did somebody
But
do that?
But one needs to know, one needs to know she is so sweet. She's such a kind and warm and loving person. So she's really a good friend, and she's very, how to say, she's very, yeah,
Humble,
warm, yeah, humble too, of
humble. I've
course.
heard that as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
So William
yeah,
Dulst just said I was there too. Chili Fest Belgium 2019 with Johnny Scoville and Shahina. It was great. Chili.
yeah.
Nice, mate. All
Yeah,
right. Well,
I have a
let's
story about that festival too.
do you?
Okay,
All right.
next product.
Well, tell us. We'll know the next one. So what's the next product you got there, mate?
Um, how about some of my pickled cowboy candies?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just made this yesterday, so I had quite a big
Oh, you
grow
made it,
this year. Yeah, I made them. I
and this
had
is
quite a
your personal stash that you've grown yourself.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm not only eating them, I really grow them, and
Growing. So you got the green thumb.
maybe so I know a lot of growers who grow them, but they don't eat them. That's not me. I eat them actually. So all the super hot stuff too, or I make stuff out of them. And I made this yesterday, and it's cowboy
Wow.
candies and it's mixed ones. So it's not only jalapenos, but it's everything I had. It's like there are purple UFOs in them, white chiputinos. What else did I have? Yummy and rocoto, so milder ones, but also so it's I would say it's still mild, but for
Yep.
someone not used to it, it could be already hot. So it's not a
Yeah.
typical
Fair
cowboy.
enough.
It has a tingle for
Someone who's not a
sure.
nice lady. um,
Yes.
so the question I want to ask you, Matty, is so obviously we just delved into your proudest moment. So your real peaker there. Everyone seems to have their absolute worst chili moment. I want you to delve into your worst chili moment and tell us this story. What was your absolute lowest point in your chili experience thus far?
Mm.
Oh,
And that
Chris
was
Well, Chris Welder says, "G'day, g'day, you pair of chili chomping champions."
mm, that was definitely half an hour after I ate that first reaper, and it really hit me. I
Yeah,
got so sick. I got issues with my blood pressure
guts.
dropped, and I was really like almost in a shock. I was so shaky, and so all this cold sweats movement, and I got really ugly cramps, and I
Yeah.
puked, and I was really like I felt so bad. That was really my lowest chili moment. I will
I
never
think
forget that.
I think everyone remembers their very first Reaper. Like there's
Hmm.
no eating a whole raw Reaper is nothing quite like it. It's just it initiates you to a level of pain that you're just not ready for. I don't think any human's ready for that.
Yeah, no, actually, it wasn't like that because it was spicy. It was very hot, and it hurt. Of course, I didn't have anything that hot before, but it was still okay, and it was still okay like 15 or 20 minutes. And then I remember that I went to the kitchen, and it hit me in a second, and I needed to lay down on the floor. And
Yeah,
then I
so
was
we're
I was
cold.
just shouting. I was just shouting because everyone else in the house was outside in the garden. We were just preparing to have a barbecue. And I thought, okay, until that heats up and gets everything grilled and so on, I have time to eat this stuff. So, but then it hit me completely, and I wasn't able to eat anything. I
See,
wasn't. I was
I'm
so sick.
I'm not actually laughing at you, Edda. I'm sort of laughing with you because I completely understand.
Yeah.
When I ate my first Reaper, I ate it with Mark Saint from the Chili Effect, and so we filmed an episode there. But what we did is because it's so hard to get hold of Mark Saint, we tried to get as much stuff as we could filmed in one go, and it was all. I think it was just after Christmas time too. So we had a barbecue there, but he's gone. Now hang on, we're going to do it my style. And he laced all the food with his own chili. So he had, oh, he cooked it all with these chicken wings with these brutal amount of chili in it. So then I've done the fire trial, which was the 12 sauces that we normally do from season one, with 12 different chicken wings as well as spicy wings. Then his friend was over from Wild Smoke. We filmed another episode right then there, like within half an hour, just going right, bang, film that again. Then on top of that, like all within 2.5 hours, he goes, "Hey, let's do that live review of my other products that we couldn't manage to do," and he got me to do what was it? Another what was it? Nuts, chili nuts. Then hotter chili nuts. Then the next hotter chili nuts. Then chili reaper. Then what was it? 6 more sauces. And he goes, "Now let's eat a reaper." And I'm like, oh no. And I remember, like, I mean, like the pain, like you said, it's super hot, and you're going, yeah, okay. And I had built up in my head how hot it was going to be in my mouth, and I'm like, yeah, okay, look, that really sucked, but at the same time, it wasn't end of the world. Okay, I'm not going, oh, that's hot, but then, oh, when it hits the guts, it goes, boof! It's like a nuke goes off in your guts. You're like, oh, and yeah, I just remember that feeling you just described there. I was like, I think I need to lay down. Like, I need to
Yeah,
just sit the fuck down. I was like, what's going on?
yeah,
And I was just like, just feeling that crazy, and that's what everyone keeps going about, the cap cramps, the capsaicin cramps, and the
yeah.
gut cramps. The very first time, like you said, that you handle the Reaper, you're like, oh, this is going away. This doesn't. It
No,
does
it
not go
doesn't.
away.
It doesn't. It gets mild actually if you manage to get them out. So to really just vomiting or puking or whatever, intentionally or unintentionally, whatever. So that
Or
then it gets
purging.
milder. But as soon as you have it in your stomach, of course it's getting processed somehow. I'm not
That's
very
right.
sensitive. I'm not very sensitive because I rarely get cramps. But of course, I'm used to eat lots of chili stuff, so that's maybe why. But last night it had me a little, so
Yeah. Oh,
it
yeah.
was enough to get me to wake me up twice. So and it's
I
funny
find that
because
extracts, especially things like gummy bears, where they have to dissolve in your guts, extracts as well, and then Reaper level kind of pods. It's not the mouth that tricks you, like you said. It's the cramps later that get you. And if you don't learn, you will learn. You'll learn later.
yeah, okay, but actually I don't have issues from them. So I
Mm.
had one bag of these gummy bears before for a challenge, and other times I had six and then seven. So usually I'm not getting cramps easily.
Oh,
It's either like
I mean to the viewers, like the uninitiated that haven't tried it. When
mm,
you do it the first time, oh, you learn.
yeah, yeah, one learns. It's everything. It's about learning, right?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Well, what's the next product you got there, matey, that you've got to
How
show us?
about this one?
Budgie's jerky. What
Budgie's
flavor you got there?
jerky. Jigsaw chili barbecue.
Oh, I'm aware of this one. Mike Thompson says
Oh,
she
I love
killed
them.
2 bags of rummy bears yesterday.
Yeah, that the small things are
Mm.
gone.
The
Oh, they smell so great.
How good does Buzzy jerky smell? It smells good and it tastes good too.
Yeah, it's amazing. So you need to know we don't have lots of chili products in Germany, and we don't have jerky actually. So if we have some stuff, it's imported from like I don't know, it's small bags. It's like 6 chunks of jerky in it, 25 grams or something like that. And it's
Mm.
just this, yeah, I don't know, just um, how to say commercial or just convenience products. So you can buy
Yeah.
them everywhere. So we
Well,
have, I think, two
Frank
brands
Gesink
or something.
says, be careful in your last bag. Mine is God. Sad face.
Yeah, a sad face. Yeah, because we're the same, Frank and me.
And Victoria
What we
says, that's
usually
your
do,
custom order, isn't it? That's your custom order, isn't
yeah.
it?
No, this is from my last one. We have actually some new order planned. It should be
Mm.
delivered soon.
Is it like an ice lady
And it's
flavor?
always sad. Yeah, it's always sad because
Ooh.
we don't them easily. So it's long waiting time and it's expensive to get them over because of the shipping cost sucks. Really, it's
Tell,
crazy.
tell me, Edda, out of all the flavors that you've tried, this is not the question, but I just wanted to ask out of curiosity, all the flavors you've tried from Budgie's Jerky, which one's your favorite?
Mm, it's only soy and Reaper.
So many.
Yeah, actually, all of them are good. I didn't have this before.
I'll tell you what, have you tried the satay one?
Mm, yeah, I had that.
Yeah,
It's not on
yeah.
one of my absolutely absolute favorites.
Oh,
Honey soy and reaper is it?
it just, yeah, the honey soy rib is good too. But it just wowed
Mm,
me how creamy it felt, the satay in my mouth. I'm going, dude, how did he do this with jerky? Usually jerky is very sort of flavorless or dry and whatever, but
mm.
his jerky seems to be juicy and sweet. And I'm going, how did he do that? It's like it's retained
Yeah,
moisture in a jerky, and it like melts in your mouth. And I'm like, dude, how did you
yeah,
do that? That is like
yeah,
legit.
yeah.
And like, I mean, I already like jerky, but like, it's just converted me. It's ruined me for any other jerky now.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm not eager to try any more or a lot of other brands because I can't
Yeah,
imagine one can make it better. They are so nice.
exactly right.
The texture and the flavor, and also there are some really hot ones. So depends on the mood or I don't know. I have some which are really hot to me even, and I
Mm,
managed to eat some only with before with eating
mm,
before. So they are really hot. Still, I enjoy the burn, and with all the burn, you have all the flavor bomb. So it's
that's
really
right. That's right.
amazing.
And like, I think
That's why it's worth.
one of the best flavors I tried
Yeah,
was the barbecue, and I tried the extra, extra, extra hot, so triple X hot
yeah,
barbecue, and
yeah,
I'm going, this is freaking hot, but this flavor is, oh wow,
yeah,
it's so
yeah. It's
good.
amazing. So yeah, I like them a lot. So that's why it's worth to get them from time to time. But if I
Mm,
order like I don't know, maybe 6 bags or something like that, this is really my last one from the last delivery, and I didn't open it yet. I did now, or I had opened it else when I knew the new ones are sent off, just not to run out somehow. It's just so
fair
sad if
enough.
it's
It's
empty and then
smart,
you need
smart.
you need to wait weeks or whatever.
That's right,
So,
and that's
but
what
the next
Frank was
delivery
saying
is
before.
planned.
He said, be careful in your last bag. Mine's gone.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, we're the
and
same.
what something I wanted to touch on was how do you find German chili culture compared to Western and or, like, Asian chili cultures? Because like I'm sure you've traveled a little bit as well, I think, and just wanted to see what do you think the comparison is between like German or European chili culture between Western culture and Asian chili cultures? What are the things that you've noticed or you would compare in the differences of those that you've noticed so far?
Yeah, yeah. So in terms of chili, we don't have any culture in Germany, so it's really not common. Germans don't eat at all spicy. They almost seem to hate it. We have a community of growers, and we have a few manufacturers, but really like small ones, which are really artisan, and they do it besides their jobs, so just as side jobs. Um, and we have a small community only. Actually, I was hoping to help and gather them and find them. I'm convinced there must be some more crazy guys like me who really enjoy more spice, and I didn't find them yet. So
Do you
I'm
feel it's a bit
still
like
I'm
Fight
still
Club? Do you feel it's a bit like Fight Club? This is like the first rule of Fight Club: you can't talk about Fight Club.
yeah.
First rule of Chili Club: don't talk about Chili Club.
Yeah, so we don't have really. So compared to them, um, compared to other countries where it seems so normal in UK, they have okay, this year was odd, of course, but usually they seem to have like 50 festivals or something. Like every weekend, there's one or two in different parts of the UK, right?
Yeah,
Or you guys down under have different ones, and everybody seems to love a lot of spice. Also, with the US, they have a huge market, and we don't have any here. That's
yeah,
why, of course, I'm very limited to German products because there aren't some. That's not even like you can go to supermarket and buy imported stuff because there's just nothing on the shelves. There's
yeah.
just nothing you can buy.
That's right. So look, one of the things that Victoria just touched on, and she just said, Edda, you will show them the chili culture, And I'm
Yeah,
just like, well, that's kind of the case, Sometimes you need some chili legends and chili heads to lead the way, because I feel like maybe one of the things that the English had on their side for chili culture was they had a lot of Indians around
mm,
there as they
yeah,
were sort of building in their culture over time, and they've
Yeah.
sort of gone, here, white man, try this. And all the
Yeah.
English people are, oh, what's this? And it's sort of built up that love for chili over time. Whereas unfortunately, you might not have had that as much because you guys haven't had as much exposure to Asian cultures or Indian cultures like that with spices over time that England and stuff like might have. And same with America and that.
Yeah. So we are maybe a little bit growing, but it's not excessive. So this was why I was very happy that this Berlin festival took place, despite the
Yeah, you just went there. You just went to the Berlin Festival. Tell us a bit
quarantine.
about that. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I was just going to introduce this to you
Oh,
guys.
show us. Yeah, show us
Let's
this.
see.
So this is from the Berlin Festival. Is that right?
Yeah, this was also a very special. This is a very special one. I'm
So
going
what's
to
this one?
open it
What
now.
is it?
It's
What is
just
it
a
called?
short review. It's called Berlin Brennt, like Berlin burns, and it's a capital hot sauce from regional products. All
Nice.
ingredients are regional to Berlin, really to Berlin.
Yep.
And it's made by Crazy Bastard Sauces, which is one
Crazy
of the main
bastards.
producers.
That sounds like an
Yeah.
Aussie product. Crazy bastards.
No, the guy is actually he's an Irish guy, Jono,
Oh,
and he
really?
lives in Berlin. Yeah, he lives in Berlin since I don't know, long time.
Yeah.
His company is based in Berlin, and he has really a cute shop where he's having he has a range of maybe like 15 or something like that sauces, which are
Yeah,
really
right.
amazing. And he has a broad range, so from mild to wide. I have some with me for reviews too. And
Good.
he
Good.
set this up. Now it was just at the start of all these quarantines and lockdowns and so on, with a friend of him, Neil, and
Vic-
they just
Victoria
set
said,
up this
Victoria said,
project.
don't make her open the skull.
No, I don't have the skull here. I didn't pick the skull. Yeah, and it was about, so the aim was just to keep people busy, and they just asked, okay, who's interested to grow reapers on their balconies, in their yards, or wherever they have a little space, grow a plant, harvest them, and give them back to us later, and we make a
Mm.
sauce out of them.
Yeah,
And
100%.
yeah, that was really great because then they built a Facebook group. There's this project group and so on, and all of this small festival was about introducing the sauce, having a little bit of a gathering. Some vendors are there,
Yeah.
two German-based ones, but not necessarily German. So there was a Polish guy, there was um, a British guy too. There was my friend Carrie from Belgium. She came over. They have a shop. Some German producers too. So really, like I said,
Yep.
it's just that one guy who's cooking stuff in his kitchen, and he makes amazing products. But he has not really a huge market, so he's going
Mm.
on a local market usually and sells them there. So
Yeah.
this is how it happens. So it's just starting.
Fair
But
enough.
it was really nice to connect to the community and to
Yeah.
see, and it was really impressive because it was really full. It was really full. So
Awesome.
it was
All right.
really. I'm going to
Yeah.
open it now. So
Yeah.
this is
All right.
a
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
first review of it. I tasted
Ooh,
it
nice.
already in Berlin. I had
Yep.
a taste, and it's a really nice. It's an autumn flavored sauce. It has pumpkin. Um, let's see. So it has, of
Oh,
course, it has a little bit of vinegar. It has pumpkin, apple, zucchini, carrots, leech, super hot chilies, bell pepper, garlic, lemon, herbs, oil, and salt.
nice.
So,
We just
and
had Drew
it's
Smitty Smith while you're pouring it out. He says, "Lol, I reckon I know an Aussie German who can make sauces and grows food." Wow, there you go, Edda.
thank you. Yeah, so this is the product, and I tasted it already. Mm, it's the first batch. They got to make about what did you say? 100 something bottles
100
only
bottles. Wow. Wow. It's
because
a pretty limited edition then.
yeah, but he's going to make so some of the plants from the projects weren't ready yet, so they still get other chilies
Okay.
from the growers. And unfortunately, this was actually a mistake. They had this aim to keep it totally local. They
Yeah.
got a vinegar which is really too vinegary. It's really an intense vinegar.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
Uh,
Well, tell us what's the flavor like there? How does it taste there to us, mate?
it's really nice. So it's with this pumpkin, it's kind of soft and sweet too. So it's pumpkin and apple. You have really a nice sweet flavor. It has some kick on it, so it's not mild really because they use super hot chilies, and
Yeah.
it's 6.5% in it, so it has a decent kick.
Mm.
The only thing I would make different is that it's a little bit too vinegary, but
Yeah. It's a
else
vinegar
it's really
forward.
a great product and
Mm.
it's so special.
So
And
Drew
Jono,
just asked you. Drew just asked you: is the pumpkin fermented and rest added, or all one?
I don't know. I didn't
No.
make it, so
Fair enough.
uh,
Cured.
I have no
All
idea how they made it. No, I think it's not a fermented sauce.
right. Fair enough. Yeah. All right. And so, yeah, you reckon it's very vinegar forward, but it needs to be a bit sweeter or something, eh?
Yes, and this is why he said, okay, despite all this, how to say, the intention to make it really local, they will just use their usual Italian vinegar next time because it's just milder and sweeter, and it didn't
Better
work
flavour.
well. So sometimes it with keeping it all regional, you're not getting the best result actually. So this is
Yeah.
maybe something one needs to think about. So it's a
So
great idea
quality,
to have
quality of
everything local.
quality of product number one. Sorry, quality of ingredients is what you're saying. Is
Yeah,
so
yeah,
sometimes you want to keep it regional and local, but if it's not the best product, then you've got to go for the best product. Is what you're saying?
yeah,
Like the
yeah.
best ingredient.
I will get the second batch too, and then I thought I'm going to compare them just head to head to point that out because it's um it's sometimes not the best idea to keep it all regional because you don't get the same quality of program
Mm.
product. But in Berlin,
Drew
there's
Smith.
nobody.
Drew Smith said, "Try sherry vinegar. It's the goods."
Yeah, yeah, they have usually crazy bastards have another vinegar to for their sauces, so as an ingredient. But this Berlin regional one was just not the right pick for it. So, and
Yeah,
sometimes it's good to know, and also for the people to see, okay, that's why they use, I don't know, Italian vinegar or something, or they import some ingredients from far away because we don't get the same quality here. We just
that's
don't
right.
have
Yeah.
them.
So you got to work with what you got sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eda, I wanted to ask you a little bit about what's your every competition eater and challenger and competitor always seem to have a few prep secrets. Tell us what's your prep secrets, and then tell us a little bit about that festival that you said there was a story that you had behind that festival as well. So tell us a bit about your prep secrets first, and then we'll delve into that story.
Yeah, okay. It's not really a secret. So I tried different stuff as a prep for my challenges, and actually, I found that pizza works great for me. Um,
Pizza.
Pizza, yeah, pizza
Oh, there you
works
go.
great for me. So
That's
it's
I could do
just
that every day.
pizza. Yeah. Um, I don't eat them every day, but I just have a regular pepperoni pizza, and then I add some. So it's just this frozen stuff, right, from the freezer, and then I just add ham. And yesterday I had hot olives with it, and then just loads of extra cheese. That's everything. And then
Nice.
I try to finish it like half an hour before the challenge, so that's
Right.
just the
To get a
tummy is
good
full, the
good
stomach
layer
is
in the
full.
guts. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. and it's already busy and started to digest and so on. And I felt the most comfortable with that. I tried also. Some people say they have like rice pudding or stuff like that. It's not me, so it
Yeah.
didn't work for me. It's just not dense enough. So I need also some protein, some cheese, some yeah. Um,
Drew Smith says, he goes, like it's like Wayne's World. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. So look, tell us
sorry.
about, you're telling us about that there's a story behind your experience there with one of the festivals that you were saying before. Well, tell us a bit about that story there, mate.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. Ask
I'm
again.
not crazy. I swear you were talking about it now. No, you were saying before. I think it was the Berlin Festival, the one you got the award from. You said there's more of a story behind that as well, or did we delve into
Oh
that
no, the
before?
Belgium festival.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Belgium festival.
Belgian
Oh yeah,
Festival. That's right. Yeah,
it was last year, actually almost a year ago. So tomorrow, uh, or on
2019.
5th October, 19, it was, yeah, it's almost a year ago now. That was the Belgium festival, and this was something Shaina talked me into, because she wanted me to come over and to compete in the chili eating, and it was like already with a kind of international touch. And this was where I met the man himself, Mr. Johnny Scoville, Johnny Jr. Of course, Shaina was there, and I made some other great friends from Belgium and the Netherlands too. So this was really my second attendance, because I said, okay, actually I didn't have any plan to compete or to get regular in this chili eating and reviewing and so on. This was actually but where the idea was born, because Shayna said, okay, you need to do something with it. And I entered that competition because she asked me, and I wouldn't have agreed if somebody else asked me. But of course, she talked me into, and it was so difficult to
Peer
resist
pressure.
her. Yeah, it was so difficult to resist her.
Do
But
it.
of
Do
course,
it. Ah!
I felt so how to say, so flattered that she asked me,
Flattered.
and thought
Mm.
I could do it and so on. And actually, I came up second, so it's not too bad. Um, yeah.
No,
Yeah, and
fair
this
enough.
was
That's a pretty cool
was a
story.
great
So
experience.
you got encouraged by Shahina and Johnny to compete. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
And
so I
this
see what
was,
you mean. You just like, well, I can't let them down now. They've asked me.
yeah, yeah, it was like, oh my God, somebody so I was still like, I thought, okay, somebody that famous asks me to come over. So this was just like, oh my God.
You're like, I better do it then. Like,
Yeah, I'm still like that. So if she would ask me today, I would feel the same special, really. It's yeah, it's like how I am.
that's
I
right.
don't even see myself that special like everyone does.
Yeah.
I'm still
Well,
crazy. You know that
that's
if
that's
you
the
if
thing
you
about
say
the
legend, I'm
that's the thing. Like, well, I notice everyone. What we the people that we would nickname Chili legends or absolute Chili champions in the world titles and whatever like that. They are very humble people, including yourself. You seem like a very humble person. You're very easy to talk
thank
to,
you.
very easy to relate. Which is amazing. There's some people that obviously get a bit of a big ego, but you're very humble. You're very on the level, which is
Thank
very
you.
cool. It's good to talk to someone like that. Yeah, like yourself. Yeah. All
We
right.
have
Well,
lots of chili products. And
yeah.
do we need to do them all?
Well, I've got more questions for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, let's delve into this next one. You got a bit of a runny nose, so obviously the chili is starting to hit you now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, what's this next product you got there, mate?
Let me see. How about we just do the next Australian ones?
Yep, sure. So this is Crowley's. What flavor is that one?
Twisted Vista.
Say it again.
Twisted Vista.
Twisted Wrister. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Twisted Wister.
I don't know
Nice.
it
Okay.
at all,
So about to try for the
and I
first
have
time
no
then.
idea. I have no idea what to expect.
All right.
Sorry,
Well,
I need to.
while you're pouring that on your spoon or whatever you're pouring on, I'll ask you the next question. Um,
Yeah.
it's something. This is, and I think this is something I really wanted to touch on, and I think, um, ironically, I'm going to use the words breaking the ice here. I want to break the ice here a bit with sort of our international friends. A question that I feel it should be asked and should be talked about a bit more. But what do you wish the world knew about Germans and Germany? Because like it's so easy to stereotype people and put people in a box and whatever else and go, oh, those crazy Germans or Aussies or Americans are all a certain way because of a stereotype, and I'm sure that not everyone's exactly the same. But what is something that you uniquely want the world to know about Germans and Germany that they might not know that you wish they did?
Yes. So Germans are indeed very humble people. I find it. So that's often the stereotype that they are arrogant or something like that, but they aren't really. So they are just reserved and careful, and how to say that they keep a distance at first. So if you get to meet some Germans, not everyone is outgoing. So not like loud and crazy and so on. So that's really the minority, but everyone is really friendly. And all right, I think what's important to know is that we have this how to say that this not or we know about our past and we try to act accordingly. So this makes us really careful, and we're not yeah, I don't know, not overpowering or something. It takes a lot
Mm.
of time to get comfortable with the German, comfortable enough to get them, how to say, unleashed. um,
Because,
yeah.
like you said, like a lot of German people, well, not all, but you said a few, are quite reserved in their behaviour. So they're very careful about the way they act. Is that what you mean by like
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas,
It's because they don't want to leave a wrong impression, right?
mm,
Everyone is aware of what happened in the past, and they just want to make sure
yeah,
people are comfortable. They don't do crazy stuff. They follow rules. That's really true. Most of the Germans are really following rules. This is why we didn't. We had a lot of restrictions now with lockdown, but it went well because everybody's following. Most of
yeah,
them.
no, 100%.
So not
And that,
many rebels between them.
but I think that's the other thing that like what people want to say is that, and this is something I like to talk to with all my friends because I got friends from all over the world, all different types of cultures, from what's it called, colonialist type, white people to indigenous to black, white, Asian, rah rah, you know.
Mm,
And look, not everyone's their stereotype. Not everyone's what everyone makes them out to be. People can be individuals, and it's every now and then there's a minority of people that will wreck it for everyone and make everyone look a
yeah.
certain way. So I think you probably wanted to say that about Germans too. Is just look, we're not all bad. We're not all
No.
really strict. Some of us actually have a sense of humor. Some of us are really cool. And
Yeah,
like I
but
know,
that's
yeah.
rare. The sense of humor is rare. So it's rare to
Oh, okay.
find between Germans. No,
Oh,
it's
because
not true. Of course not. But I don't know. Generally the Germans are really reserved, except the how to say the twins when they go on holidays to, I don't know, Turkey or Bulgaria or the Canary Islands and something, and they just forget everything, and they forget all their manners and everything, and then they just get
is it
drunk.
the alcohol? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the alcohol, and then they are far away from home and so on. So those don't have a good reputation, and they don't shed a
Mm.
good light on the
The
majority of the
Germans. Yeah.
Germans. But
Just
yeah,
yeah.
generally they are reserved and kind of following rules and really like how to say, they really like to do good work too. So that's really true.
Yeah.
Um,
Just a side note there. Frank just said before, breaking the ice with the ice lady. Now that's a good title for a show.
yeah.
There you go, mate. You can have that one for free. All right, mate. Well, let's delve on the next one. Next question. What's the next product you got there, mate?
Um,
And how's your guts feeling
Syrup.
so far? You're not getting destroyed? What's that one? Oh, it's Scottish.
Yeah, it's Scottish. This is from McChilli. It's a
Mac.
raspberry chili syrup.
Nice, nice. All right, and you've
Yeah,
had this
it's
before?
open already because I tried it.
Oh,
Hi,
Dion's here.
Dion.
Dion says hi.
Hey, you're just in time. We didn't try the sweets yet.
Oh, nice. There we
Um,
go. Awesome, mate. All right. Well,
so,
while you're putting that on your spoon, I'll ask you this next question.
mhm.
So you've had a bit of an involvement with the chili world. I want to ask you, what have you learned so far from the chili world and the chili community? Because obviously, the chili world and the chili community extends beyond country borders and stuff like that. It's everywhere. You know, chili heads are everywhere the world around. What have you learned so far from the chili world? Oh, I'll let you eat that food
Uh,
first. I'll let you eat the
yeah, I
sauce
ate
first.
it.
I did. You're
I'm
too
just
quick.
thinking about. I'm just thinking about it. That's really difficult to say. So, but actually, um, this having common interests, that it really makes distances really short. So
Mm.
I found some great friends in Australia, really, which I'm close with. I found some great friends, and like Frank in the Netherlands, or um, um, really across the globe. And that's just people I found that I connect well with, because they are like just like me, and we have common interests. And sometimes you just have and I found Chile people to be very supportive, actually.
Yeah,
Not only because of my channel, it's also if you have any issues or questions about growing. So, uh, sharing
it's pretty
seeds
supportive.
or stuff like that. So trading, or everybody's really helpful, and they want to contribute and make you feel good. And it's really a nice community. And of course, I learned to be humble too, because not everybody is having the best life. But if you try to get the best out of it, like, I don't know, focus on something you like or you enjoy, then you do well.
Mm.
And
Mm.
um, yeah, that kind of stuff. So
Mm.
I I
Well,
I
I really like what you said there, where you said that the chili bridges the gap between
yeah,
borders and nations and
yeah,
stuff like that's really
yeah.
awesome. And look, yeah, I got to agree. Like that's one thing I found. I had so many people reach out to me through BURNIN bites and all the chili stuff I've done. And you know, I just I'm not the most serious guy in the world. And I'm silly and all of that, but it's just so nice that so many people will reach out and be supportive of you, you know. And it's awesome that I've had conversations like you said with Johnny Scoville, with Brianna, and all these awesome, amazing chili legends, like you said. But they're so humble and so easy to reach out to and easy to speak to.
Yeah,
You know, they don't
down
have a
to
big,
earth. Yeah,
very down to earth. That's it, mate. You know, and
yeah,
I just really appreciate that about our chili community is that we're so giving and caring and supportive that we're willing to lift each other up instead of tearing each other down. It's such a really
yeah, yeah.
nice sentiment that I like about our community. Yeah,
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 and
awesome.
actually it's like I would be like really just like a nobody without all these people supporting me. So you just need
That's
to
right.
imagine I shared like 1,000 of my stickers now, really around the world. I had
Wow.
like 70 or something like that envelopes going out. I had some friends having shops, they got bigger stacks, but a lot of people reached out to me, and I gave them away, and I'm really happy that somebody wants them. And I'm aware that I would be really nowhere without any support. So
That's
that's
right.
why I said it's so. It makes me humble, actually, to see that
Yeah.
people, okay, that they notice, they like it, they support it, and they
Mm.
cheer, they clap, they even buy T-shirts. So this is
Well,
this is just so crazy.
I've got your Ice Lady stickers on my fridge right now too.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm so happy to see them everywhere. So because yeah, I thought, okay, maybe this is something. Yeah, I don't know. I was in two minds, actually, but of course stickers are a thing. Everybody's sharing them now, and I thought, okay, I make some. And then
Mm.
first I thought, okay, 1,000 is a crazy number of stickers, but
But then
actually they are almost
it
all
goes,
gone.
doesn't it? It goes quickly, doesn't it? Then you're like, oh, a
Yeah,
thousand isn't
yeah.
that much then.
Um, I
All
will
right.
make, I think I will make a second batch soon, a second edition too, because actually I have a hidden number in it, so maybe I make
Ooh,
collectibles.
nice. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
keep
Anna,
one of your.
Yeah, for sure. I will. Well, Edda, look, we'll jump on the next question, and what's the next? We'll jump on the next product as well. What's the next product you got there? Is this something from Dion? Is this what you were just about to say?
No, not yet. So
Not
actually,
yet.
if
Not
we
yet.
skip
Ooh.
one, then we don't get to 12.
No, we won't. We won't skip. We won't skip. It's all good.
We won't skip. Okay.
No, that's
So
good.
this is actually, I don't know, 10 or something like that.
Okay.
This is the sauce, Pajo, I'm not
Oh,
sure.
Joe. Okay.
It's from Jaramanga hot sauces, and this guy is from Slovenia.
Ooh, Slovenian sauce. Nice. Okay.
Slovenian sauce, yeah. I had several of his sent to me. He doesn't have labels in English, just in local language. But they got translated once to me. So this is something with kumquat, so
Kumquat.
some citrusy flavor. And
Okay.
it's a hot sauce with kumquat and chili, and it's really mild. So the label says it's mild.
Okay. Well, awesome. All right. Well, Edda, I'll let
Um,
you pull that out on your spoon, and we'll ask you the next question.
mhm.
So we pull that out there. Like you said, you're starting to get a bit more fame now. You're starting to get a bit more world famous and known. Have you got any advice for international chili heads and chili YouTubers on what you've done here and how to sort of help them on their journey? What advice would you give to a new chili head or new chili YouTuber?
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of it is networking, actually. It takes a lot of time, and you need to be active in lots of groups and so on. And of course, it's never a one-sided thing. If you don't share or you're not interested in the people you interact with, you can't expect them to do the same for you. So it's always
Yeah,
a giving and taking. Yes,
give and
this is
take. That's right.
yeah, that's the main point, I think. I don't know about the advice. So of course, it's always about yeah, I don't know. Um, just have fun with what you do and do it even if the numbers aren't exploding. So like my YouTube channel is like 320 subscribers or something like that. That's not even big enough for me to do lives from my
Yeah.
mobile or something. And I don't do it from the laptop because it's complicated and the quality
Mm.
is poor and so on. But I'm still doing what I do. So because I
Yeah.
don't do it for the fame, I do it because I like what I do.
Passion.
This is my main, yeah, this is really my
Yeah.
main advice. If you don't like it or you do it because you want to get famous or something, then just, yeah, save your time and don't start.
Yeah.
It's for me. So I'm still surprised. Everyone is buzzing really around the world. I'm really like famous when I get messages and they tell me, yo, okay, you're, I don't know, the queen of capsaicin or something like that. One of the fans wrote me lately, and I get letters, I get stickers, I get seeds, I get small presents. But I share, so I send back. I give back whatever I can. So I'm there, I'm supportive, and of course I can't be everywhere around.
Mm.
Actually, I thought I need to leave maybe some of my 60 plus groups because it's just unfair. I can't be there. I can't
Can't be
contribute
everywhere at
properly.
once. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
been said that before. People going, "Oh, dude, you can't put your stuff in here because you don't really contribute." I'm like, man, I'm in like 500 groups. Like,
Yeah.
I can't. I've got to sleep at some stage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the point. It's really difficult. And it's actually it's time consuming, but it's not only like I'm not interacting with people because I want them to like my page or to like my stuff or to buy my shirts or whatever. I'm happy if they do, but I contribute with them because and I try to comment or at least click a like or leave a heart as much as I can. So because in the first place you don't see everything what's contributed by others, so it's just
Yeah.
filtered somehow. You get a very condensed image of what's going on, but I'm interested in what they do, and if I see they have a really nice chilies to show, then of course I can leave a
Yeah.
comment or at least want a smiley or comment that it's beautiful or whatever.
And
Or
I
I
have to agree
can
with
if
I have
I
to agree
have
with what you're saying
more.
there, Edda. Because like
Yeah,
what a lot of what I've done, and like even I'm not trying to talk myself up or blow my own trumpet. But what I mean is I completely agree with that statement you're saying. Is if you're not passionate about this thing that you're doing, you're going to give up so much quicker than everyone else. And like the amount of people that I had that were sort of involved with what I was doing and just going, nah, too hard. Nah, I want to sleep. Nah, it's too hot. Nah, you know, I'm just like, dude, whatever. Like if you love this stuff, it's never too hard, you know? So I think you're right that passion sort of pushes you over the line where people that aren't passionate would easily give up long before you will.
Yes, it's I don't I stay up too late of yes, that's
All the
true. So
time.
because of it. But yeah, it's about the reason I do it is because I enjoy it. I enjoy what I'm doing and I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy if they message me, if they comment on my stuff and so on. And of course, I'm not always in a good mood too, like everyone else.
Everyone's human.
Um,
Yeah.
that's very human. So then I'm I don't know. I'm not spending all my time in Facebook, but yeah, it's the only way. If you do it because you want to get famous or build a huge channel or I don't know whatever, then you just don't waste your time. Don't try because it doesn't work like that. It needs to grow somehow automatically, and it did for me. It did for me. So. I'm happy with how it is. I'm surprised too. I didn't expect this to happen. It
And sometimes
wasn't
that's
my
the best.
goal to.
It's the best sort of when it is a
Yeah,
surprise. It just sort of you just go with the flow, and it just
yeah,
happens. I think that you're right. That's sort of like the best way to approach it. Sometimes is
yeah.
it just sort of happens. It works out. Yeah, which is pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. I would be sad if it breaks away now, of course, because
yeah, of course.
I get a lot of positive comments and support and so on. And this is I need it. I like it. Of course, I like it a lot.
Yeah,
But so I would be sad if it broke away, but it's not my, I don't know how to say my
it's not the end.
only
It's not the end of the
thing I
world.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. All
Um,
right. Well, let's delve into this next thing here. All right. What's the next product you got there, mate?
um, we have um, we have all these candies and confectionery,
Ooh.
and
So which one
I'm
are you
not
gonna?
sure
Is
which
this
to
from Dion?
pick. Yes.
All right.
It's like I try to show them all.
Ooh, here we go.
So it's really like his
Oh,
whole.
Dion,
This
I
is
need
there's
some of this in my life.
a handful more. So this is chili dark chocolate. There's a lot of this candies. That is candy rocks.
Wow.
Um, and there's also this kind of, I don't know what it is. Actually, it's coconut chili ice. It says um, hot chili white chocolate. It's
Wow.
chili fudge. Really
You've got the hookup,
amazing.
Anna. You've got
See?
the hookup.
Yeah, I
That's
got
awesome.
everything. Thank you so
Mate,
much, Dion.
good on you,
It
Dion.
was crazy because one day he just messaged me and said, "Okay, I'm going to send you a package." Um, and then he said, "I tried to get it ready by tomorrow." And this was just like I was just like, "Oh wow." And I'm happy. I'm happy about them. Of course, I will try all of them. For
Nice.
now, I think as the first one, I want to try this coconut chili ice thing
Ooh, all right. Well, you
because
get
I
one of those.
don't. I'm
Get
not
one of
even
those.
sure
Yeah.
what it is. So it's
All right. We'll get one of those in your mouth, Edda, and I'll ask you the next question while you're trying
yes.
to grapple with the. Oh, you got a knife. Oh, she's dangerous.
I have two knives
Is it
actually.
is it like an ice knife as well?
No.
No. Okay. All good, Edda. Dion says all good, Edda.
Mm,
So Dion said all good, Edda. You're all good. From straight from Dion.
sweet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Mm.
I wanted to ask you before we get into the next crazy part of our little interview, what's in the future for Edda? What are we? Have we got any plans for the future? What is there a certain direction that Edda the Ice Lady is going to go next, and what she's going to do next?
Mm. I mentioned it at the beginning, so I'm going to change small stuff on my channel. And of course, I'm going to be there and try to do hopefully entertaining stuff. And I don't have really a plan. What I tried actually now for the Berlin Festival, because I thought, okay, it's weird if I just go there. I was a judge actually for an amateur sauce competition at this Berlin festival. So there was everyone invited to bring homemade sauces, and they got judged by me and three other guys. Really like yeah, a hot sauce competition, and we got winners and so on. And um, this was a new experience for me. So I would like to do something like that, and because I believe that through my reviewing stuff, I know this is special actually, because being able to name ingredients, if you just taste them, or to how to say yeah, to find the to name them and describe them, that everybody can get an idea of what it's like.
Describing your experience. Like
Yes.
I agree. I think that's the uniqueness about chili and chili products and chili reviews, is you're showing people and putting into words what you're experiencing, which is so unique to the chili world. I really, really love it. That's what I love doing that too, because you can't fake how you feel. Oh, we've lost you. Oh, where'd she go? Oh, there you are. Oh, can't hear you, mate.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Can you
Awesome.
hear me?
I can hear you,
Yeah,
man.
sorry.
Your audio just cut out and your video cut out for a second. Oh, cut out again. Oh, what's going on? Where we going there? Oh no. Oh, just jump back in when you can, Edda. Can you hear us, matey? Having a bit of technical difficulties there, guys. Oh well. Oh, there she is.
I should
You're
be
back,
back.
Edda.
Sorry. My
That's all right,
mom
mate.
called me.
Oh, it's funny when that happens. You're like, oh, that's the risk. That's the gambit you run when you're using a phone, isn't it? You're like, oh no. Oh, lost your audio again, mate. Can't hear you. No. Oh, what's happening? Is mum calling again? Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. I can't hear you, Edda. Oh, no. We've lost the audio. Try refresh. Try refresh. She's refreshing now. Here we go, guys. Just refreshing. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, now we can hear you. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Perfect.
Sorry.
Awesome. That's okay.
My mom called and she's insisting, because they wait for me actually. We have plans to harvest all the grapes today. It's autumn already, and they will get bad if they stay even longer. So when they wait for me, because we're going to have a barbecue, and my sister's there and my brother's there as well, and so on. And maybe I didn't expect it takes us this long. So this is why now maybe she might be concerned where I am, because I said just start and I'm coming when I'm done.
Yeah. Well, we're on the last. This is the very last question. This is the very last bit, Edda. So, have you seen any of our what's it called interviews before?
What?
Have you seen any of the Burning Bites interviews before?
Yes, of course. I've seen not whole ones, because it's time consuming, right? One can't watch all the reviews from others, all the videos, or hi, Mr. Koala, all the stuff from others. So that's actually the difficult part, and this is what makes me sad, because of course I want people to watch my stuff, but on the same time I know the time is limited.
All right, so the reason why I asked is I just got Kevin the koala. He just handed me some questions here quickly. So what we'll try and do is we'll knock this out real quick, and you just grab the next flavor you've got there, the next product. So what we're going to do is a quick little thing called fuzzy facts. Well, there we go. I'll just read them out now. All right. So so what I've got here, Edda, is I've got some facts about Australia, and all you have to do is answer true or false about the questions, right? So the questions about Australia. But what I've done is I've done a very special one for you. All these questions have a reference to do with Germany as well. So it's German Australian culture, because we share a fair bit of culture, actually. People don't really believe it. So what I'll do is I'll get you to try the next product. What's the next product you got here? And then we'll run through these questions real quickly. You got the Jack's
Watermelon
candy.
habanero rocks.
Habanero rocks, right?
Yeah.
Is that the hottest one you got?
No.
What do you reckon the
It
hottest one?
isn't. I think there is some lava chili rocks.
Right. You want to try lava one, try the hottest one, and then we'll try and ask you to answer these questions when you're burning.
Raspberry Reaper.
All right. You want to give one of those a go?
Maybe that's the hottest.
All right.
Or lava chili rocks.
All right. Go the lava one. All right. Go the lava one. Yeah. All right. So I'll let you open that. Oh, you go. Two at the same time. Multitasking in the mouth. All right. So
I can't have two and answer questions.
Got to multitask, man. I'm just kidding. So how it works?
I don't. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So fuzzy facts. So what we do, I ask you 10 questions about Australia, and you've got to answer them true or false. Okay. So I'll let you pop in the hot candy, and then we'll start asking you questions. Oh, Dion says go the Reaper one. Reaper, the one's the hottest one. Oh, and then was it Frank says you lie, Edda? You can talk through everything.
I did.
Frank says you lie, Edda. You can talk through everything. All right, Edda, you ready?
I told you.
You ready, mate?
Yes.
Okay, so
ready.
Fuzzy facts. Ready? Okay, so first question. Barossa German was a language spoken by German migrants in South Australia. True or false?
True.
That's right. It's true, actually. Yeah. All right. Second one. Number two. What? Every year, 100,000 Germans travel to Australia. True or false?
False.
That's right. It's false. It's actually 200,000 every year or more. Pretty full on, eh?
Oh, more.
Yeah. You're like, oh, yeah, of course.
I guess it was less.
Yeah. All right. Three. 75,600 Aussies speak German. True or false?
True.
That's right. It's true. All right. Number four. Lonely Air Road is Australia's longest straight road, 90 miles or 145.6 kilometers long and dead straight. True or false?
True.
She's thinking. That's right. It's true. It's actually the road that goes along the Nullarbor Plain. And the Nullarbor Plain's like the road between Sydney or Melbourne to Perth. It's massive. So it's from one side of Australia to the other. Yeah, huge, crazy. All right. Five. Australia has an autobahn. True or false?
Australia has what?
An autobahn. So like, in Europe, there's autobahns and you can drive whatever speed. There's no speed. There's no speed limit.
Okay. False.
That's right. It's false. We did actually used to have one. It was in the Northern Territory. It was called the Stuart Highway, but it's been closed since 2016. All right. This I want to see what you think of this one. Right. A man. So you know how big Australia is, yeah? It's massive. A man known as only as Mr. Paulie walked the entire circumference of Australia, or over 16,000 kilometers on foot. True or false? He's like, oh no, it's actually true. It took him over 2.5 years to do. That's wild, eh? Yeah, I know. You're like, what? That's crazy.
Wow, crazy.
All right. Number 7, Australia consumes the most beer per capita. True or false?
We consume the most what?
The most beer per capita. So per person per country. What do you reckon? True or false?
Oh, yes, true. True.
No, it's not actually. Believe it or not, the number 1 in the world is the Czech Republic. Number 3 in the world is Germany.
I have chopped sound right now. I don't hear you.
So number 1 for beer consumption in the world is Czech Republic.
Hold on, I'm going to refresh.
Refresh. Okay, refresh on the sound there. It's all good. Can you hear me now? Oh, can you hear me now?
Is it back?
Yep,
Try
I can
and
hear
say
you.
something.
Can you hear me now?
So you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, can you hear me now? Press the refresh button again. We're nearly
Sorry.
finished. We're nearly done. That's okay. Can you hear me? Da-da, 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 da-da. This is the problem, guys, when you're so far away from each other. We're obviously, she's in Germany, here in Australia. It's 11 o'clock at night here in Australia, and was it 12 or 1 p.m. over there in Germany. Oh, she's going to go the refresh option again. How are we going? Can you hear me now? I can hear you. I'm going to see you. Oh, no, nothing. Checking the options. Well, refreshing again. So obviously we've only got 3 more questions to go. Sorry, 3 more questions to go, guys. Obviously these fuzzy facts there. So what I was just saying to Edda there, so number 1 is the Czech Republic. Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear us now, Edda?
Sorry?
Can you hear me
Am
now,
I
Edda?
back?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't
hear us?
hear you.
She can't. Oh no! All right, well, we'll see if we can get her invited back in the studio. Just real quickly, guys. Sorry about that disruption there, and we'll just quickly finish the interview in a second. Let's get her in here, and let's get that back into StreamYard. That way, Edda is back in here. Apologies, guys, for that one. And there we go. Oh, there she is. Here we go. There you go. Are you back?
Yeah, sorry. I had
That's
technical
okay.
issues. The sound
Technical
wasn't
difficulties.
in.
It's all good, Edda. Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. We're nearly finished. Let's plow through these ones. So the beer capita per world in the world, so number 1 in the world for consumption of beer was the Czech Republic, right?
Oh, okay.
How weird is that? You're like, what? Number 3 in the world is Germany, right? And listen to this. Number 18 in the world is Australia for beer consumption. Go figure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get 3 more questions to go. Okay. So, number 8, is it illegal to drive too slow in Australia? True or false?
Yes. True.
Yep, that's right. It's road rule number 125. You must not unreasonably obstruct the path of another vehicle. Crazy, hey?
That's
All
the
right. 2
same
more.
here.
Is it? Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a good question for you. See what you think of this one. The German community constitute one of the largest ethnic groups in Australia, numbering 898,700, or 4.5% of the respondents in the 2011 census. True or false?
True.
Yeah, that's right. It's true. All right. Last question. Let's test your knowledge here. This one. Okay. On the 23rd of April, 1822, the first Germans arrived in Australia, all vin dresses. True or false?
False.
Yeah, that's right. It's false. It's actually 1838, and there were 6 families of vin dresses that now make up most of the Barossa Valley vineyards and wine growers and companies there in South Australia to this day. Pretty crazy, eh?
Crazy.
Well, that's it, mate. Good stuff. Well, good on you, mate. You absolutely nailed the fuzzy facts there, Edda. Have you got anything to say to all the fans and all the Burner Bites and Ice-Lady fans? What we got you here, mate?
If I want to tell them something, thank you for having me, and thank you for the support.
You're most welcome,
everything
mate.
I can say.
Likewise, I'd like to say thank you for having us on the show. I absolutely loved that we could have this cross-country international interview and have a chat. Obviously, it's a bit harder to see each other in face-to-face normally, even with Corona times as well. But it's really awesome to have a friendly face, to have a chat and talk all things chili and be silly and have some fun times and have a good conversation. Hey.
Yes, thank you.
All right, Edda.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed this a lot, really.
No worries, legend. Well, thank you very much for that. Well, I'll let you go. And it was funny. We're just talking about wine, and now you're going to go do some grapes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
we
awesome.
make wine out of them.
Oh, there you go. So there you go. That's a
Yeah,
really good,
next week.
reasonable. All
Yeah.
Germans are good with beer, good with wine, apparently. Mhm.
Both,
All right,
both. We're not that picky.
wine and beer, not picky, as long as there's alcohol. Yeah. All right, Anna.
I
Well,
didn't say that.
all right, Anna. Well, I wish you goodbye and farewell, and good luck with mum and the family. And it was good to talk to you. And hopefully we'll talk with you soon again.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having
All right.
me. Bye,
No
everyone.
worries, buddy.
Enjoy your
See you,
Sunday
buddy.
night. Sleep well. Bye.
See ya. Bye. See ya. All right, Spice Legends, thank you so much for jumping in and joining us tonight. I know it's been very late here in Australia. It might be very early wherever you are in the world, but I really appreciate you guys jumping on, watching our interview. If you missed this live, then obviously we'll whack it on the page, both on YouTube and on Burnin Bites Down Under. Share it, give us a like, give us a follow on Facebook. But for now, guys, Spice Legends, what I have to say is keep calm and be awesome.